All right, so welcome back to another video. A few weeks ago, a company named TAUTO, who has an Amazon store where they sell different Tesla accessories, they reached out to me and asked me if they sent me some products, if I'd be interested in reviewing them. So today we're going to be going through 5 different products that they sent me. All right, so for full disclosure, this video is not sponsored by them in any way. They just offered to send me the products and asked for doing that if I would do a review and give my honest opinion on all the products. So that's what we're going to do here today. The first product that we're going to be going through is the Model Y side door storage. So these are going to go up on the passenger and driver side front doors, and so we'll take a look at those in a minute. The next product they sent me is a silicone trash can, which is also for the front driver and passenger side. It looked like from when I looked online that it was actually for kind of the front console where you normally put a drink. You could actually have like a little trash can there, or I believe you could probably fit it in the side passenger or driver side front doors, but we'll test that out and I'll let you know how that goes. The third product they sent me is a back seat center container for the Tesla Model Y. This is going to go right behind the console, so this looks like it'll be great for organization, or if you have kids or things like that and you want to throw some toys in there. It's cool about the back seat or the floor in the back seat of the Tesla Model Y, because you don't have the same things underneath the car as a gas car would. There's not actually a hump there in the back, so it's nice and flat. So this fits perfectly right into that spot. The fourth product they sent me are these trunk side storage containers. So they kind of just, there's 2 of them for each side. They actually go right back here where you put a bunch of stuff. And so it's great for organization, things like that. So we'll take a look at that as well. And the fifth and last product that they sent me is a super long selfie stick. I don't typically use selfie sticks, but we'll take a look at this. It definitely could come in handy, even for when I'm shooting things like on the cargo box or things like that, just to have a little extra reach, or even if you want to go like on the ground and get kind of a different look. So we'll take a look at this too. All right, so those are the 5 products we're going to take a look at today. Let's get into it. All right, so let's take a look at the Model Y side storage box. So these are gonna go right in here. Right now, I currently just have like a soda in here. So I think one of the things this is gonna be good for is it's probably gonna be easier to clean. Currently, like if I wanna clean this area out, I have to take my stuff out of there, you know, individual pieces, and then I have to kind of just get in there with a rag and stuff like that. It's not that hard, but it's a little bit annoying. And so I'm imagining like this, once that goes in, it'll be easier because you can just take that out. You'll take all the other things out, you know, get those organized, and then you can just dump whatever trash or chips or whatever you got in there that fell in there at some point, and you just take those and dump them in the trash, wipe it out real quick, and pop it back in. So we'll take a look and see if it's that easy. It says it's eco-friendly, very durable, easy to install, and super easy to clean. So let's take a look. Alright, comes in a nice little packaging here. So it's just like a little piece of rubber, and I actually thought it was going to be a little thicker, or a little taller I should say. It's pretty flimsy, you know, you can see you can just bend it like that. Yeah, for, I mean, I think it's priced at 30 bucks. So you get 2 of these, 1 for each side, and you just take them and pop them in. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so you just take it like this, and there is a right and a left. You can kind of see because there's like a little hump right here. And so you're just gonna wanna make sure that that is on the proper side, and you just take it and yeah, it just kind of folds down in there, and you can see just pops up here. Just take that, slide it down, and it just sits in there, and then you can, you know, you can just take your drink and put it back in there if you want. And then, you know, you can put in some, I guess you could put change down there. You could put, you know, maybe like candy bar or some chips or something like that, and kind of rest them in there. So anything like loose change or chip crumbs or cookie crumbs or anything like that that get down in there, instead of having to try to reach way down in there with like a rag and get them out, you could just pull this out. You just lift it out like that, and then you can just take it, dump your stuff out into the trash, probably rinse this out, or even just wipe it out, and then just pop it back in. That's all you need to do. So it's kind of cool. I mean, they fit in there pretty good. The fit looks good. I don't think it's worth 40 bucks. And so I think the price for something like this, based on, I've worked with companies that have imported stuff from China before. and sold through Amazon. I would say, you know, selling something like this on there for maybe like 13 bucks or 14 bucks seems a little more reasonable. At 40 bucks is priced just a little bit too high, I think. But they do look like they work pretty good, and I can see how just grabbing them like this, popping it out, dumping it out, maybe rinsing it out or something like that, and just being able to pop it back in. Plus, you know, you won't get any like damage or anything on the inside if you're constantly putting things in there, you know, besides maybe just like a soda bottle or something. I don't know, keys or things like that, then you won't scratch anything up in here. That's great if you have a lease or something like that. But other than that, I would say good product, does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is something very simple, but probably priced about 50–60% a little too high. But if you're in the market for something like that, I mean, it's definitely good quality and fits in there perfect. So I'll leave that up to you guys, but those are my thoughts. All right, on to the next product. All right, so the next product we're gonna take a look at is these silicone trash cans. And I thought at first they were probably for up here on the driver's side or passenger side door, but in the picture here, it shows them going right here in the front. But I guess they could probably go in either one, whichever more is convenient. So you got two of them here. Let's take a look. All right, so yeah, another little kind of piece of rubber, and just goes in here just like this. And I guess you just flip it up when you want to throw a little trash in there. Gotta say, kind of rubber right here looks like it's about to fall apart just from opening it. So not quite sure on that. It's just a kind of a flimsy little piece of rubber, and that just goes in there. And then you just throw a little, you know, whatever little trash you got this, you just take it and dump it in there. And it's kind of nice. It does close, you know, so at least like if something like a wrapper or you have a little bit of food on something, you put it in, like, you wrap it up and kind of ball it up in a napkin, and then you can just toss it in here. So that's kind of nice. And see if it fits in the side here. It does fit in the side, except for it's kind of like pulls the top up then. So yeah, I don't think it's meant for that. I think it's just meant to be up here. So if you have like a soda in one, have this here for your trash in the other. But these are priced at $13. Again, that's a little expensive. Now I know, you know, kind of like the Tesla accessory market is definitely a more higher end market. When you're talking about like just literally a flimsy piece of rubber, I mean, again, it does its job. It fits nice. It closes. It doesn't snap or anything like that, but it does close. Again, I'll kind of show you right here. The rubber molding looks like it's about to kind of come apart. Like if I pulled on it, it would just rip off. But other than that, you know, I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. Again, I like these accessories. They're designed nice. They look nice. The problem just is kind of the pricing so far. Yeah, so these are, you know, a little trash in there. So again, I mean, they do their job. Just not sure if it's worth 13 bucks. All right, so I did want to say too, these come in 4 different colors here: black, kind of a gray, a pink, and kind of a light green color. Again, I'll link everything down in the description below so you can take a look at it yourself, check out other reviews from other people on Amazon, you know, make your decision from there. But so far, I think they're nice. They're just a little overpriced so far from what I've seen. But let's take a look at the other products and see what I think of those. The next product is the backseat container for the Tesla Model Y. So if you remember, like what I said, the back seat in a Model Y, there's no hump or anything like that in the middle like you'd see in a gas car. There's no need for like a muffler, exhaust, or any of that underneath. So you don't have to worry about that in here. It's just nice and flat. And so there's a kind of an extra area here that if you don't have a third person that sits in the middle, or if it's a child or something like that and they don't have long legs, then you have this kind of open area down here. This seems to solve that problem. So this kind of goes right down in that area. And I'm imagining this product would probably be good for people that maybe have kids that want like an area that they can kind of organize in the back, or put some toys in, or maybe a little book or a video or something like that, an iPod or an iPad. And this kind of gives you like a little area to put that stuff into. One, to organize it, but two, it's easy again to take out, clean, or move it to another spot. So let's take a look at it. Open that up. All right, so same kind of rubber material as the other products. And it does come with this little Velcro here. So on most of the Model Ys, at least up until I think earlier this year, there's kind of like carpeting down here on the back. And so this sticks right to that. They sell another one though that I think accommodates the people that have the plastic on there. Nice little organizer, like I said. Again, if you have toys or little books or want to throw an iPad in here for the kids or something like that, I think that would work great. It's 40 bucks. Again, like, I think the prices are probably just about 50% too high. I'm thinking, like, again, if this is $19.99, kind of makes sense. Even for the Tesla market that, again, is kind of already bloated a little bit as far as pricing, I think 40 bucks is just too much. Again, $19.99, and I think that hits the mark. So, but let's take a look. All right, so we're just gonna take it right here and just pop it down here. And the Velcro just goes on the back. And so it's really just a little, you know, plastic piece right there, a little rubber piece that just sits in there. It actually is kind of flimsy, but it does work. And if you have little things like, okay, I got a little umbrella here, you could just throw that in there. Or you got things like, you know, like just like a little box or something like that you need to put in there. Maybe some like hand sanitizer, just throw that in there. Or you got some winter gloves or something like that, you can just pop those in there. Again, it would work. I think it'd probably work best for like little toys for kids, or maybe, like I said, a book, or like a little video game console or something like that that you could just throw in there. It's kind of flimsy. It's just, like I said, it's just rubber. And so you can see how that kind of holds on there. That's the Velcro on the back. You can see right there. And that just goes on to, oh, looks like I got it clean in there. Maybe they sell a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, I mean, it just goes, pops right on like that, and you know, throw your stuff in there. So again, nice little product, fits perfectly. Again, the cut is nice, it looks nice. It's a little flimsy. I wouldn't mind maybe like a hard plastic for the back like this. I can see though, you know, not wanting to break it, or if somebody puts their foot on it or something like that, it'll kind of give a little bit more. But 40 bucks, that's a no for me, dog. I think at if they can come down to 20 on it, I think that makes a little bit more sense. So, all right, let's take a look at the next product. All right, so the next product here is the side trunk organizers. They're like storage organizers, and they just kind of pop out like this, and then they're gonna fit like into the back here, into the sides. There's two of them, and they're kind of a cloth material, kind of see right there. And the inside does have like a little mesh lining here, which kind of go over here. The mesh lining allows you to put maybe some books or things like that in the side there. Maybe something like, you know, some tire wet or something like that. Pop that in there. That sits in there. So that works pretty good. All right, so this comes in a pair. They're kind of made of, it feels like a nice premium cloth, and everything seems to be like really well done. Obviously it's just a little piece of cloth. Talking $50. Again, I think they're probably about double from what they should be. I think we're looking at probably maybe like $24.99 would be a good price for these. At $50, it's kind of a hard sell, and I feel like, yes, they're gonna do what they say they're gonna do, but are you gonna feel good about your purchase? And I think you probably won't, just because it's a little bit overpriced. Granted, there aren't a lot of companies making a ton of accessories for Tesla. I mean, there obviously is probably like a dozen really good ones that a lot of people know. And so the market, you know, there's obviously room, but I think coming in that high, you're kind of pricing yourself out of the market. All right, so one of the good things about getting something like this is the fact that you're gonna be able to, you know, pull on the handle and pull them out, and then grab what you need to grab, instead of having to dig way in these. These side compartments are actually like super deep. Like I have a ton of stuff in there, and I've actually been amazed at how much stuff I put in there before. So putting it into something like this and being able to just grab the handle and pull that out, that would be, you know, so much easier than what it currently is. So that's definitely something good. Again, having this little mesh side would be good, because you can just, you know, put little products in there, things like that. Let's take all the crap that I have in there out, lay it out here, and then we'll put it back in, and we'll see how that works. All right, so this is all the crap that I had in that little cubby hole over here. So you can see it's actually pretty deep. Got a vacuum in there too. All right, so it actually goes in with the Velcro right here on the back. The logo up here going toward the driver's side, and this other little Velcro piece toward the back. And then it just slides down like that. Velcro goes on the side, and that's it. And it just sits in there, and then you have the little mesh side here. So let's say you want to just stick that in there. Yeah, I mean, that works. Again, it's made of nice material, and so you just take all your things here, maybe like these little items and stuff like this, you could just, you know, put in there so they're easy to get at. And let's try to put everything back in there. And so everything that was in there, yeah, fit right back in there. I probably could have easily put this in better. I was just trying to do it all one-handed real quick. If you want to take it out, you just have your handle here. You would then just take this, take your other hand, and just pull it out. I probably have a little too much stuff in there because it's all the way to the top. But yeah, you would just pull on this and then lift it right out. Then you can kind of get out what you need and then drop it right back in. All right, so yeah, this is the other one. Same thing, just got the handle on there. Kind of give you a little look inside. So yeah, like I said, the quality's nice. Do I think that $50 is a fair price for a pair of these? Unfortunately, I do not. As mentioned, I think probably $24.99 makes a lot more sense. They'll probably sell 4 or 5 times as many at a better price point. But quality's nice, I can definitely say that. So if you think 50 bucks is fair, obviously I will have the link down in the description, and you can find out more there. All right, and last but not least, the last product that they sent me is this super long selfie stick. So it extends to 118 inches, which is just under 10 feet. It says, yeah, super long, gives you a wider selfie, obviously, and adjustable links, of course. Comes with an adapter, says that it's compatible with the GoPro camera. And one cool thing is it does come with a tripod included for the bottom. All right, this is priced at $36. Let's take a look. It also says that it works with iOS. So if you have an iPhone, or it says Android system as well, that allows you to push a button to take the picture. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, it just pairs via Bluetooth. Whoops. Drop test. All right, so it's got a nice little grip here on the end. Kind of see that. Here's a little tripod feet you can kind of see, and they're kind of like this kind of cheap little metal. So it doesn't feel real sturdy, but it definitely feels like it would, you know, it would work. It has the typical tripod screw right there. Here's a little attachment for the GoPro, I believe, or any type of action cam you can use. And then here's a little iOS or Android little Bluetooth adapter, so you can just hit this button to take a picture. Or yeah, here's one for Android, and here's another button for iOS. All right, so this is pretty easy to put it on. You can see it just has this little section. This just pulls up. It's just got a little bit of tension in there. And so you just take the phone, just go like that. That's it, and it just clamps on like that. Pretty simple. Then, if you want to extend it, you just pull it out like this. All right, so let's see how far we can extend this. Oh my God. I don't even know if I feel comfortable with that. Okay, I haven't even got it all the way out yet, but you can see the bend in this part. It's pretty flimsy when it's pulled all the way out. I don't even think that it's pulled all the way out, but it seems to be. Oh, there we go, more. So this thing is ridiculously long. Like, I don't know why anybody would need that much. And look at the bend. I feel like Lamar in Revenge of the Nerds with the javelin. So it's, I don't know. I think it would work better if it was down, but I'll give you a wide shot so you can see how long it is. All right, so I don't know if you can hear me, but look at this thing. This is ridiculous. Like, this thing's huge. I mean, I could reach like, what, 16, 17 feet in the air? Yeah, look at that bend. Like Lamar with the javelin. All right, so I have brought this down to more manageable, maybe like 4 feet, but you just have the little Bluetooth thing for iOS or Android, and it just clips on just around the end here. So you can just use your thumb like that, and you can just pair it with your phone via Bluetooth, and then whenever you're ready, if you have an Android, you just hit the bottom one. If you have an iPhone, after you pair it, you just hit the larger button right here. And that's kind of it. And then it just goes way out there. And if obviously if you want a selfie or something like that, you can pull it. It has little notches here. Then you just turn, bring that all the way back in. Now you got like a nice little normal selfie stick like that. So you're out vlogging or something like that. I can definitely see, I will say this, it's like a nice like brushed aluminum, and the grip is actually pretty nice too. I actually kind of like it. So, you know, just to be able to go like this when you're like wanting to get a certain shot, or for me, if I want to get up, you know, above the cargo box or something like that, I could get a shot. And the quality actually is pretty nice. Now, with that said, with it all the way out at 10 feet almost, it's really flimsy. Like the last little, you know, part that's all the way out there, that thing, you could see it just bending. So, you know, I wouldn't use it in high wind or with too big of a phone, like one of the Monster Max phones or something like that, like the iPhone Max, or, you know, one of the like Samsung Galaxy largest ones, whatever that is. I probably wouldn't do that, but you know, this is iPhone 13 Pro, and no problems with that. So, all right, so $36. Again, I think they're pushing it, but not as bad as the other products. I'd say they're probably pushing it. I'd like to see the price maybe around $19, maybe $24.99 or something like that. So they're not too far off with that one. Quality seems good. Not sure how long these little Bluetooth things will last, but pretty nice. You know, I could see this definitely being used for when you're hiking. You could just put it like in the side of your backpack right here, something like that. So to kind of wrap things up, I'd say that the products here are really nice. I mean, you know, most of the ones that were like for the consoles and stuff like that were kind of like just a, you know, like a little flimsy type of rubber material. But, you know, they fit perfect and they did what they're supposed to do. But I think they're probably just reaching a little high with the price right now. You know, come down on those 50%, and I think they're at a good price point and have a good product. All right, so thanks again for watching this review, and if you want to see more like it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next travel video. Thanks for watching.